Hey guys, welcome back to Program Hub, and today in this episode we're gonna have a look at the stress test for developer perspective on the MacBook Pro M1 Pro. So guys, there had been a question and comment that actually asked us for a stress test. So there had been certain things that it has been asked to us. So a 4GB or a 6GB RAM emulator and a simulator, 15 Chrome tabs open at same time and show us RAM usage and swap. And if you can test Flutter, I have described that way. Thank you. So we actually listen to you and we'll try to test everything and we'll try to rip this machine apart. That means we'll try to stress test completely onto it. So let's start very first. So I'd like to show you to you that currently, if we have a look at to the CPU monitor, we can see that almost all the performance cores are empty. Nothing is happening. Just in screencast is running, and that's the reason it's consuming a little bit of more performance. But yeah, let's see that if that counts into the stress test. Now let's get over here. So if we come down to the CPU load, we can see that CPU load and the CPU idleness is around 90-95%. Memory, the memory consumption, that is the memory that is used, is around 8 gigabytes. So the RAM is around 8 gigabytes. Now we'll be trying, firstly let's open up Android Studio. Okay, and we'll be opening one of the emulators. So if we have a look at to the RAM, that is currently set to 6 gigabytes, and if we have a look at to the internal storage as well, that is set to 6 gigabytes. So the RAM and the internal storage for the Android emulator is set to 6 gigabytes. Let's get ahead. Let's try to cold boot this. So we are cold booting the Android emulator, and that's done. So next thing that is demanded to us is an simulator. So we'll try to open simulator, open a simulator. Okay, so here we also have an iPhone 13 with iOS 15 running onto a simulator. And if we check the RAM consumption, that is around 11.8 gigabytes. And if we check the CPU consumption, that's around 70-80% of idleness. So still we have got more space for performance, even though we are running one emulator and one simulator. So the efficiency cores are a little bit getting filled up, but the performance cores are still available. So we have also, by the way, opened up the GPU history monitor as well as the CPU usage monitor. So every monitor is open up over here. Now let's get to do some more tests. Now the one thing that was demanded to us was open 15 Chrome tabs. So we have made an script. We'll try to open up 15 Chrome tabs right now. So 15, we'll save this and let's hit run. So here we have 15 Chrome tabs open, and by the way, these are FreePic Images website that actually consumes a little bit more of RAM. So let's get to the RAM consumption. We can see that it's around 12 gigabytes. Still the swap hasn't started. It's just around 50 MB, that is a megabytes. So still we have got a lot of space. Into the CPU utilization, still we have got 76%, 78% of CPU idleness. That's more space for performance. So we'll try some more things. So if we just have a look at to all these things, 15 Chrome tabs open, Android emulator running, and an iOS simulator running. Along with that, even if we just open up Visual Studio Code for Flutter, so if we just build this up even, so let's try building. So I'll just Flutter build APK, and by the time it builds up the APK, so we'll have a look what's happening into the RAM and the CPU usage. So if we come down over here to the RAM and the CPU usage, by the way, it has already started. So we can see that the idleness is moving around 50% and it has already done. So the build time has already completed. The build has already completed in just 8 seconds. So that's really amazing, guys, over here. And we can see that the RAM, that is the memory consumption, is just around 12 megabytes. So we'll try to crush this up with little bit more things. Firstly, it was demanded for 15 Chrome tabs. We'll go ahead and try with 100. So let's save this, and here we go for 100 Chrome tabs open at one simultaneous moment within 0 delay. So 0 seconds delay. Let's hit go. So we have got 100 tabs opening up. So here we have 100 tabs, and let's come to the CPU monitor. So yeah, so we can see that the RAM consumption has pushed up to around 13 gigabytes, and the CPU monitor, the idleness has moved to 5%. So there's a huge amount of shift into the CPU idleness. We are getting just 8 to 10% of idleness now, but yes, once all the tabs get loaded, the CPU idleness will increase significantly. So in the memory consumption, we can see that there are a lot of tasks for Google Chrome helper renderer that is actually trying to take up some space for rendering the pages. So still some pages are loading, we can see that. And by the way, the laptop is still snappy and good, so there is no issues are all around over here. So this is still functional, no lags, no issues. We are just able to easily swipe up, change to any tab, and everything is still functional without any issues. So this is going really great. Now let's do something more and try to stress test this. So once more, I'll add 50 more tabs. So let's add 50 more tabs. So guys, we have already opened up 15 tabs. Then again we opened 100 tabs, that is a total of 115, and we'll go for 50 more. So let's try for 50 more. Save this and hit run. So 50 more tabs opening up. So 50 more, 165 in total tabs. So 15 tabs were demanded, we went for 165. And still, if we have a look at the activity monitor, so the memory consumption is moving around to 14 gigabytes. Within swap memory just started to 500 megabytes. If we get into the CPU monitor, we can see that there's an idleness of 70%. That's huge. Even though we are opening 165 tabs, and by the way, you can have a look here that all the tabs are pretty functional. There is no issue, there is no lag in opening any of the tabs. If you're trying to open up any one of the tabs, it's really easy. That's real snappy and no issues. So guys, we'll be testing this even more further. We can already see that the GPU history is a little bit building up. The GPU monitor is filling it up, and the performance cores are also getting filled. But yes, we have got around 70% of more idleness into the CPU, and we'll try to utilize that for some more tasks either. So let's try building an iOS project. That is, by the way, one of the benchmark projects. So let's try building that up. Let's get into the terminal. Yes, here we have the terminal. Let's get to the project. So here I'm into the project directory, and I'll try to build this up and have a look what happens to the CPU monitor as well as to the memory consumption. So here we are onto the memory. So there's a good amount of pressure, and let's see what happens now. So here we run. So now the Xcode building is starting up, and in the meanwhile we'll also try to build an Android project. So let's open an Android project, and by the way, we are trying to build this up with the Intel variant just to try stress test it. So here we have our Android project open, and by the way, we can see that the memory pressure is increasing. The swap memory has increased to around 4 gigabytes. The swap memory has actually increased to 4 and 6 gigabytes. It's just increasing because we're just opening up a lot of applications, and the CPU consumption is also getting filled up. So we have just an 1% of idleness, but yes, there is still, like, this is still snappy. This is still clean, no issues, no lags. Yeah, we are finding this little bit more. Yeah, now we have actually got a little bit of a lag, like, yeah, this is struggling now. So that's slow. You can see the animations going a little bit slow, but yes, it's still functional, usable, not too much of load. We'll try to put some more load. So let's get to the terminal and let's try to build the project. So I'm trying to click here, /Gradle. Oops. I'll get to the terminal, /Gradle w clean assemble debug. Hit enter. Oops, we just missed the code. Gradle. Got it. Done. And let's build this up. So even the Android project, that is a benchmark project, so that utilizes the CPU, GPU, and everything, has also started. So in the meanwhile, let's get to the activity monitor and have a look what's happening to the CPU. The CPU idleness is just has decreased around to 10 to 14%. And by the way, I think so that, yeah, the Xcode is also building up. But yes, we can see that the idleness is around 26% into the CPU. That's great, that's huge. Everything has become back again snappy, there's no issues here. The CPU idleness has decreased to 0% now. And the memory consumption, I just don't know what's happening around over here. The memory consumption has decreased to 13 gigabytes, and the swap memory has also decreased to around 3 gigabytes. I just don't know what's happening around. How does it manages to just run all so much of task within 165 tabs open? And let's try to put some more pressure, guys. This gives me an inspiration to push more pressure onto it. So we'll be trying to open up 50 more tabs. Let's hit enter. 50 more tabs opening up into the Chrome. Guys, this is really crazy. So we just don't know what's happening around. How does it manages to keep up with it? It has just got 16 gigabytes of RAM and a base variant of M1 Pro processor, 10 cores of CPU, 16 cores of GPU, but still everything's real snappy, real usable, and we can just shift to any tabs. There's no lags, there's no issues all around. So guys, you can just have a look at to this what's happening. So if you are just thinking and worried that will the 16 gigabytes actually serve me well for next 4 to 5 years, absolutely, this is gonna serve you really well for the next 4 to 5 years. This is really amazing. And back again, so the Android project is still building. So the Xcode has already done with building it in 186 seconds. By the way, this is a little bit slower due to all that pressure that we have put onto the CPU and the GPU. You can see here into the CPU history monitor that so much of pressure is actually being built up on the CPU, as well as the GPU is also getting stressed out a little bit more because we are also recording the screen. So there's a little bit of more GPU pressure being built. But we can see that in spite of all that pressure and stress, this is still performing and this is really functional. And one thing to be said, by the way, we have already done a complete developers review for the M1 Pro as well as M1 Pro versus M1. So all the links are into the right hand side top right corner. You can just go around there, have a look at to those videos as well. But if we have a look here, still everything is working very fine. So the pressure test that we are trying to put here is not eligible enough to put this to a complete stop. So we'll do one thing, the final step. We'll add 500 more tabs to the Chrome. And this is gonna be a huge test. So let's save this. Let's move on. Hit enter. 500 tabs opening in Chrome. A total of all around, we can say 700 to 800 tabs being opened in Chrome, and let's see what happens now. It's still opening 500 tabs within 0 delay, and let's see what's happening into the activity monitor. So the activity monitor, it's continuously changing the screens because there are 500 tabs to be opened. We can see that into the activity monitor there's, I just don't know, yeah, now it has actually got a little bit of laggy. So it's trying to open 500 tabs. We have put an immense pressure onto it. We can see that the memory used is around 14 gigabytes. The swap is just around 4 gigabytes. We just don't know what's happening. How does it manages? Still the Android Studio code is executing. Still the Android Studio is executing upon the project. The CPU idleness has moved around 2%. CPU is completely filled with performance. We can see here into the CPU usage that it's completely filled. The GPU is still having some space, so we don't have any of the projects to just pull apart the GPU as well. So we'll be waiting for the CPU idleness to come back to around 10% so that we can test something more. And by the way, all the tabs have been opened. Yeah, the Chrome has got dysfunctional, by the way. So you can see here the Chrome is dysfunctional. So with 600-700 tabs, the Chrome has stopped to respond. Now this is what we were waiting for. So if you get around 500-600 tabs, that is a mere impossibility. So you won't get to those so many of tabs. So but if you get around with so many tabs, your Chrome can get dysfunctional. But guys, still everything apart from Chrome, everything else is functional. If you just have a look into the CPU monitor and memory monitor, we can have a look. So if I just type here Chrome, so we can see that there's a lot of tasks that is still pending. There's a lot of tasks that is for the Chrome helper renderer. So Chrome is still rendering the sites that we have opened up, and Chrome has actually become Now it's resuming to get functional. So we can now switch between the tabs. So one thing that I can really say by this test that we have done, by the way, it's not yet finished, because we can see that CPU is just around 1% of idleness. So guys, if you actually want to get a base model variant of M1 Pro, the 16-inch or the 14-inch, that is really usable for you. And if you have been thinking that, will it serve me for the next 4 to 5 years of usability? Absolutely. So this stress test actually allows us to get into the mode and try to just analyze the performance that 16 gigabytes of RAM and this 10 cores of CPU can provide it to us. So this is really incredible. The amount of performance it provides us is really amazing. So guys, this had been the stress test that was demanded by you, and we went even more further. And if you have any more questions left out to be answered, please comment that down below and we'll be happy to answer that. If you liked our video, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel, and meet you in the next episode. Till then, goodbye.